Wonderful to have your company again here at Cruise1st TV. Welcome to the show with Derek and Joe, and it's the perfect time of year to start planning your next big holiday adventures. And remember, when you're with us here at Cruise1st, there's no better deal on your TV screens.
Here at Cruise1st, we've been helping British holidaymakers set sail on unforgettable cruise adventures for 25 incredible years. Our award-winning team is dedicated to bringing you the absolute best deals from the world's top cruise lines, sailing to destinations across the globe. Whether you're dreaming of a no-fly getaway close to home or an epic voyage to the far-flung corners of the world, we've got thousands of unmissable deals waiting for you. So let's make it happen. Let's go cruising.
So that's us and what we do, and remember, on the channel we have the biggest variety of cruise lines and worldwide travel deals on TV 24 hours a day with all the major cruise lines. Now in this show it's time to cruise out of the UK with Ambassador Cruise Line.
Yes, smaller ship charm and a variety of ports to sail out of in the UK with a massive variety. And we have a great way to make the cruises all-inclusive too. We've got Christmas and New Year far away from here, enjoying the Canarian sunshine with the fireworks in Madeira to see in the new year. Oh, amazing. We also have a buy one get one half price offer for June next year to Ireland, France and Amsterdam, as well as other tempting quick picks. First though, let's take an Ambassador cruise to the Arctic Circle for the 20th of March, not long at all, in search of the elusive Northern Lights, as we join Ambience in Tilbury for the start of 17 exciting nights. Now the Northern Lights, actually we got to see them quite a few times in the UK, didn't we, last year?
Wow, yeah, that's the exciting thing. But if you really want to be in the experience of having the best possible view of seeing the Northern Lights, it's the further north the better, and that's where we're going to be taking you off on this adventure. Now let's talk about Ambassador Cruise Line and what makes it so different. Well, first of all, convenience. You know, from a lot of UK ports it means that it's just so easy for so many of us that don't maybe want to fly, as we can just head on up to the port that might be you know, more local to us. But then also there's that very much you know, personal cruising experience that you get with Ambassador, with being much smaller ships. You know, on the Ambience you've got 1,400 passengers, so you know, much smaller vessel, and tailored much more to that personal service as well. So you're going to be feeling right at home whilst also getting all the hallmarks of a luxurious cruising experience. Your delicious dining, wonderful entertainment, all your favourite spa treatments, lots of wonderful enrichment lectures. You know, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful experience at sea. I mean, look at the dining room right there.
It's fantastic, isn't it? The whole styling on board is phenomenal. I mean, really, really nice. I mean, this is classic cruising at its best. And actually, a lot of people love to cruise in and out of the UK anyway, just for the, like you say, the pure convenience of it. As soon as you're on board, that's it. Holiday has started, unpack, and then ready for the adventure. And of course, a little bit more intimate. 1,400 passengers is perfect, actually, because that means you get to know the crew on board, they get to know you moreover as well. So it's a really lovely atmosphere on board. I know quite a few friends of mine who go and guest speak on destinations and various things on board the Ambassador ships, and they say, you know what, it's just the greatest time, a great fun crew to be with, there's a great energy on board, and yet you have this lovely, relaxed, convivial atmosphere which everyone just seems to enjoy. I think actually on a cruise like this as well, it's a little bit more like an expedition feel as well, because you're going to these far-flung places. Yeah, it really does feel like that. You've got lots of fun things happening on a day-to-day basis. The Purple Turtle Pub, I just love the name of that. It gives you quizzes, live music and bingo daily as well. So you've got a lot of your favourite sort of familiar cruising games and activities happening as well. Lovely. And I love that. Journey together and sail as friends. It really feels like that with Ambassador. We are cruising out of Tilbury and we're heading into Haugesund in Norway as our first port of call, where you can head to the Museum of Fine Art or visit the Viking Planet Museum, which I think would be utterly fascinating. Of course, we are heading to the land of the Vikings, learning about thousands of years of history. Then it's into Bergen, my favourite Norwegian city. It is colourful, vibrant, enigmatic, and very chic as well. Some of the best coffee in the world in Norway, and great dining if you love that Scandinavian fare as well when you're heading through. Then it's Ålesund. Ålesund gives us a lovely, distinctive town packed with fascinating
amazing architecture, great viewpoints, and a gorgeous natural setting as we head further north. You can head to the fjords while you're there as well, and the Runda Island. Then we're into Trondheim, where you can take a scenic stroll in the old town. I would recommend a walking tour. It's a great way to see these ports as well. You know, very scenic, very quaint, lovely, colourful houses as well, which are signature of Norway. Then we're into the Arctic Circle, into Alta, where you could have an overnight on board. So this will give you an optimum viewing advantage of potentially seeing the incredible Aurora Borealis. You've got the Northern Lights Cathedral there as well in Alta, and you can even head to an igloo hotel or a husky adventure. Now, this is what you could be seeing, the amazing phenomena of the Northern Lights. The optimum viewing advantage is heading to the Arctic Circle, so you'll have a very good opportunity to potentially see them, and in the best possible landscape. And being there in March as well, you'll still see the kind of icy winterness, but there'll be some burgeoning springtime elements as well. I think it's going to be a perfect time to see this phenomena, fingers crossed. Then we are into Leknes in Norway, which is very pretty as well, very scenic. It's part of the Lofton Islands. You can head to the beach there, or, you know, go on up to the Viking History Museum, learn about the fishing industry too, and wildlife bird watching. Next up, it's Bodo, where you can head to the Norwegian Aviation Museum. You know, a lot of these ports, of course, have great museums too. So if the weather isn't that great, you can head inside and you can go to some lovely restaurants and coffee shops and keep yourself cozy also. We're into Aberdeen in Scotland next, which gives you a great advantage to see some incredible distilleries if you're a whiskey drinker, or maybe you're going to head to Loch Ness and the Highlands. You can do a day tour from Aberdeen. A day at sea sees us back into Tilbury, and that's your adventure. What a great one.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And remember when we saw the Northern Lights in the UK last year, a lot of people got it captured on their mobile phone, but actually when you look to the naked eye up into the sky, it was black like it normally is. It was only when you took your camera to it that you saw the wonderful lights of the Northern Lights. And that's why being in this part of the world, up in the Arctic Circle itself, that's where you will actually see with the naked eye, well, if the Northern Lights come out to play, fingers crossed for you, you will actually see the colours in the sky directly, because you are at the #1 vantage point for it. This is brilliant. I'm going to show you the price straight away, because remember, this is a full board cruise, and every one of those 17 nights is a cruise night, which is brilliant. £1,069 per person, I just think is bonkers. It's ridiculous. This is coming up soon. It's very much a late deal, a really good late deal as well, and a phenomenal price. Remember, included in your price, you've got the most amazing entertainment. You've got full board dining, of course, included. There are some speciality if you want to treat yourself to them as well, but essentially you're going to be fed, you're going to be entertained, you're going to be looked after. There's wonderful activities that you can take part in as well. But this is all about the journey and the expedition, cruising in and out of Tilbury. Now, for those people that don't know where Tilbury is, by the way, it's in Essex, but if you drive down to the port, it's literally 10-15 minutes off the top of the M25, which is just brilliant. You are cruising up to Norway, into Fjordland and to the Arctic Circle, hopefully enjoying those wonderful Northern Lights. And on this, there's no single supplement for this date. So if you want to go solo on this one, again, that is your price tag as well. It's amazing. There are other dates for the cruise that happen next March and October, and again for March in 2027. So if you want prices for those, call the team right now. Here's the overview of the cruise, and indeed upgrades if you want to take advantage of that as well. So your price on your left-hand side there, that's the price per person based on two of you sharing. But it is also the solo price as well. No single supplement. And remember, there's only a very, very limited number of solo cabins. So take advantage of that if you want to get a great price, and you know you're paying exactly the same price as everybody else on this. Now, if you do want to make this all inclusive as well, you can add the ambassador fare. Now, this is an extra £35 per person per day, and it gives you lots and lots of drinks, as you can see, one at a time responsibly. So premium spirits, premium wines, premium teas and coffees, non-alcoholic drinks, soft drinks, and also includes your gratuities and your service charges too, and also gives you preferential dinner seating. So if you want to do that, I mean, I couldn't see why you wouldn't on a cruise like that. I mean, it's such good value for money. It really is. So it's £35 per day for you. So again, you can add that when you're booking with the team on 0800 953 4700. And I tell you what, you are going to love the small ship charm that Ambassador offer, because they are amazing, and it's a variety of ports around the UK. I mean, they even sail from places like Cornwall. I mean, which is crazy and ridiculous if you think about it, because you don't often get that chance if you live down there, do you?
Yeah, and it's a real home from home experience, you know, with a much smaller ship. You know, it's much more intimate, very friendly, and I think just perfect for so many of us that crave that home from home experience, whilst also getting to adventure and enjoy brand new exciting places. So next, our chance to get away for both Christmas and New Year. Hurrah! Yes. So we were just talking about how it'd be nice to do that next year, spending time in the Canaries with some lovely sunshine. It's 18 nights and you leave Tilbury on the 20th of December on the Ambience. Brilliant.
This is going to be a really special cruise, because they really will do Christmas. You know, I mean, these are cruises, remember, that go only in and out of the UK. There's this exciting news coming down the line from Ambassador about cruises a little bit further afield, but that is gossip yet to be revealed. But this, at the moment, Ambassador is all about cruising in and out of the UK.
Yes.
So they will be celebrating Christmas. It will be decorated. There will be wonderful, fabulous activities to get involved in. And a rather special entertainer as well, I believe.
Yes, we do. We've got Jimmy Nen, who is incredible. He's known as Mr. Showbiz, and he has got an amazing act for you to enjoy. He's a multi-talented entertainer who's been performing for 5 decades. Many of you, I'm sure, will be cruising just to see him as well. You know, he has a keen sense of comedy, musical ability. He's got a list of television credits. My goodness, that are endless.
He's worked with all the greats as well. He's worked with Ike and Tina Turner, so there's some great stories there. He's worked with Elton John, he's worked with the Beatles, he's worked with the Rolling Stones as well. And he is on board with you all over Christmas and New Year.
For a ride of music and mayhem. We're going to just love this. I mean, what a treat for you over the Christmas period. Now, of course, you'll get loads of other acts and entertainment to enjoy whilst you're on board, as you are there for 18 nights, of course. But Jimmy is definitely the headliner. You'll be there with cocktail in hand, enjoying the festive season in no way better than being on a cruise and having it all taken care of for you. Your bed's going to be made, your food's going to be made, your entertainment's going to be there.
And you know what? You'll get up on the top deck and the sun will be out over Christmas and New Year. I mean, for heaven's sake, I mean, if you think back to last Christmas, that was #1, wasn't it, last Christmas? How bizarre. Anyway, if you think back to the whole of the winter season that is thankfully behind us, well, nearly behind us, that it wasn't great, was it? If you think about it, it's very cold, it's very wet, and it didn't snow till after Christmas, which is a bit rubbish. So actually, here you'll be away over Christmas and New Year, and you will be seeing the sun as well. So cheers to all of that, and no cooking, and no, you know, having to cater for other people as well. Amazing. We're going out of Tilbury, and our first 2 days are at sea.
Exactly. Then we're into Leixos in Portugal, which is the port for Porto, known for, of course, the famous port wine, which they keep in barrels underneath the river. You can head out on a port wine tour or just a regular wine tour and learn all about this whilst you're there. I'd highly recommend it. Next up, it's Lisbon, the capital of gorgeous Portugal, located 4 kilometres north of the mouth of Douro River. And the wonderful thing about, Lisbon is that you can really just take your pick here of culture, relaxing, dining. Then it's Casablanca in Morocco, where you can head down and see the incredible markets. They're known for them, of course, the souks, souks, do some bargaining and negotiating, or maybe head and see some of the amazing mosques in port. Next up, we're into Lanzarote for a little bit of that cheeky winter sun. It has boasts a really lovely climate all year round, the Canaries. Geothermal Island, you can see right there one of the geysers and go and see some of these in action, or Timon Fire Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Next up, it's Tenerife. You can head to Mount Teide, which is kind of like a lunar landscape. It's very interesting to head up there. Or it might just be the beach. You're going to head to Playa Las Americas maybe and just bask in the fact you're enjoying the sunshine in the dead of winter. Gran Canaria is the final Canary island on the list here, where you can head to the dunes and maybe even do a dune buggy safari in Maspalomas Dunes. The town centre is worth a visit too, with some great architecture and some wonderful little side cafes. Funchal Madeira is next, and this has beautiful botanical gardens, but you might want to head up to Mount Toboggan. That's very interesting. They have the wicker sleds, and they also have a cable car if you're not brave enough to do the wicker sleds down the mountain. Great shopping in Funchal as well. And that evening, guess what? It's New Year's Eve, so you can enjoy the spectacular fireworks, or castillos as they're known in, well, that's Spanish actually, it's very similar in Portuguese, but that's what you're going to get to enjoy. Then we're into Bilbao in the north of Spain, known for its incredible Guggenheim Museum. If you can, head to see that. They have great exhibits. The back streets also boast lots of gorgeous cafes where you can enjoy pinchos, the traditional tapas. Then we're into Brest in France, and this is a beautiful town in Brittany where you can head and see a lot of the local finds, but also take excursions which will take you further afield to enjoy this part of France. Now, a day at sea sees us back into Tilbury after Christmas and New Year's away. Brilliant.
And you can do duty-free shopping while you're out and about as well, remember, because you haven't got those weight luggage restrictions and things coming back, because you're no-fly, aren't you, going to and from Tilbury. If you're going down there, you can park at the port very, very easily. As I say, 10-15 minutes off the M25, and that's it. You are on holiday. Christmas Day is at sea, which is brilliant. So you'll be enjoying all the festivities on board. And of course, New Year's Eve, you spend the day in Madeira. And then as you prepare to leave Madeira on board, you'll be enjoying, from the vantage point of the ship, you'll be enjoying the fabulous firework display, and they kind of let off fireworks from 40 or 50 different vantage points, and you can enjoy all of that as you say goodbye to 2025 and say hello to 2026. Trying to get the years the right way around, it's a thing, isn't it? Anyway, listen, deposit on this one is a very odd number, but it's a very good number. £231 per person for your deposit, and to be away all over Christmas, all over New Year, not have to think about cooking a turkey or pigs in blankets or anything like that, or the nut roast or the traditional things that you have to cook, like all these different things for all these different people and whatever. You don't have to cook, you don't have to clean, and you're away in the sunshine over Christmas and New Year. Is that a good feeling? Does that sound good? It's an amazing price tag. It's an incredible price tag. It really is. New Year's Eve in Madeira, for heaven's sake, and enjoying the fireworks from the top deck of the ship. And remember, you're full board right the way through, so your dining included, entertainment included, activities and so much more. And of course, the ship will be dressed up for Christmas and celebrating that as well, because why wouldn't you? Although that will be the furthest thing from your mind as you sail around the Canary Islands. I would love to do this. I love being away at Christmas. There's something special about being away at Christmas. And you know what? It's a great price tag as well. And you can put a low deposit down on that today. Can we just stick with this offer for the whole rest of the show? Because I'm loving it. We can't, alas, but here's the overview of it. It's so good. It really is. I mean, I cannot extol the virtues of being away over Christmas and New Year more, because I just love it. I've done it. I hadn't done it for a long time because it always felt really naughty and whatever. But actually there's something so liberating and so wonderful about just escaping everything. Because remember, we're not just escaping our weather, we're escaping the fact that telly over Christmas now is rubbish, isn't it? Apart from us, obviously. Like reruns of things that weren't funny the first time. Like all of that. So you're escaping all of that. You're escaping having to, work out who's going where and who's cooking for who and all of that kind of stuff. you're escaping our rubbish weather. You know what's not to love about doing that? It's ridiculous. Again, you can make that all-inclusive very, very easily as well. Just talk to the team when you book on 0800 953 4700. Now, we've spent so long on that one. I've still got lots more to bring you, actually. We've got some amazing buy one, get one half price offers in the quick picks coming up. And here's a cheeky Liverpool departure for 6 nights on Ambassador Ambition for June of next year that we've got a rather nice little price on as well.
Yeah, and a lovely summertime adventure on Ambassador as well. Oh, you know that you're probably likely going to get some great weather heading out on the ocean in the summertime, in the dead of summer, of course. And this time we're heading to France and Holland. Beautiful. On the smaller, more intimate cruise line of Ambassador, the Ambition, so there's around 1,200 passengers on board. It's a real focus on fine food, lots of entertainment and enrichment, fantastic service, variety of destinations, and you'll notice the destinations are a little bit more unusual that we get to visit when we're on Ambassador Cruises as well. Now, you can use the All Aboard app as well on your smart device, on your in-room TV for the latest information, so it makes it, again, much more digitally friendly, making things easier for you to plan.
Although if you like taking the paper tickets with you, that's still a thing.
Of course.
Absolutely. No matter what, when the technology goes wrong, it goes wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's nice to sometimes still have the pieces of paper in your hand, so you can do that, don't worry.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, it's just all about enjoying the experience of adventuring and voyaging when you're on Ambassador, because it's not about you got to do this, you got to do that. There's all these entertainment things to do. Yeah, there is entertainment, but it's not about being rushed. It's about enjoying the finer things in life. Really good dining, great conversation, sitting there maybe reading some travel guides in the library, or maybe doing a jigsaw, or enjoying some board games. You know, you don't have to feel rushed. You can take it at your own pace. And Ambassador really are so well versed at allowing their passengers to enjoy the experience. And you'll even have some destination lectures to get you ready for the experience and help you plan your time in port. Maybe you're heading into a port and you want to do several things. Well, your guides will help you experience and plan for that. Talking of places we're off to, we're cruising out of Liverpool and we're heading over to Ireland first to kiss the Blarney Stone in Cork. You've got to head to Blarney Castle, and you've got to do the Blarney Stone if you can. It is a rite of passage, and of course this is known as the last port of call for Titanic, so you can head to the Titanic experience whilst you're there. Then a day at sea sees us into Honfleur, where we can head to Paris for the day. Or we might want to go to Versailles and see the palace and gardens there. Or, you know, there's lots of choice really on offer here. Or just head around Honfleur and enjoy the town. Next up, it's Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Oh my goodness, where do we even start? Such an incredibly culturally rich city, this one. The Van Gogh Museum, the Anne Frank House, the windmills not too far away, Schiphol with great shopping right there too. Then a day at sea sees us into Dundee, where we will disembark after a great 6 nights away.
Fabulous. Nice little cruise, this one, and it opens the possibility of exploring, because actually a cruise that starts in one place and ends in another can be a real bonus, actually, because maybe you live slap bang in the middle of the country and you're thinking, right, okay, well, this cruise goes out of Liverpool. Of course, it's great for people in the northwest because Liverpool's like your local cruise port. Not many cruises going in and out of there, although that's going to change over the years, as you know. So maybe if you're not over there in Merseyside or up in the northwest, you go up there, you have a couple of nights in Liverpool. Great things to do in a great city, of course. The Beatles experience and many, many other things that you can enjoy there. And then, of course, because the cruise ends in Dundee, you can easily get your train journey back to Liverpool. I've checked that out. Relatively simple to do. Maybe you'll come down from Dundee and spend some time in Edinburgh or something like that before you then get the train home or something like that. Now, I have got a buy one, get one half price offer on this one. So passenger number one, am I going to show you passenger number one's price here? Yes, here's passenger number one's price. £629. So if you cut that in half, that will be the price for passenger number 2, because this is buy one, get one half price. I'm afraid I'm going to have to give you the calculator to work this out on this one, because the price has gone lower since I first saw the offer, and it's now appeared on your screen. It has changed price and it's got better, which is brilliant. So you're going to have to jump in quick for this. You can, I believe, put a nice deposit down on this one as well. So speak to our team about that. Let's have a look at the overview. This works out at somewhere in the region of £471 and pennies per person when you do the maths of the buy one get one half price. It's always quite difficult to show on screen. It looks great in a magazine and in a brochure. On screen, not so easy to kind of translate. Again, with this one, you can go all inclusive very, very simply with this one at the ambassador fare, which is you pay a daily fee, and that covers all of your gratuities and premium drinks and specialty teas and coffees and things like that, and also gives you your preference of dining sitting, whether you want to take the first or the second sitting for dining there as well. So starts in Liverpool, ends in Dundee, that one. So great planning around that you can do. I think it's a great little offer. It's phenomenal, and it works out per person at £471 per person and pennies. So talk to the team, 0800 953 4700. Right, okay, before we run out of time on the show, I've got some more fabulous no-fly deals with Ambassador to show you as well. Let's start with the gateway to the Baltic Sea then, AMB 157. It's 7 nights in and out of Newcastle to Sweden, Germany and Denmark there. And that is working out, if you do all of the guest calculations, because that's buy one, get one half price as well, works out at around about £666 each, which is an unfortunate number, but a great price. So enjoy that promotion. The second one, AMB 158, is 9 nights out of Bristol on Ambition to Western France and Spain on the 2nd of November next year. When you do the price of passenger 1 and 2 together and then divide it by 2 and get your price each, it's about £581 each, which is really, really good. And then the third one there, it's just a cruise that we know that you would love to hear about. This is AMB 159. This is 40 nights to and from Tilbury out to the Caribbean on the 30th of January next year. It's a whopper. It's one of the biggest itineraries that Ambassador do over the years, and that works out at £2849 per person. It's got a great itinerary as well. I would definitely recommend going to see that on our website, Cruise1st.tv. Just pop in the reference AMB 159 and you will see all the details there. From £2849 per person. It's absolutely fantastic. And listen, all of the Ambassador itineraries that there are, they're all on our website as well at Cruise1st.tv. It's one of the many reasons so many people only book with us.
With 25 years of travel expertise, when booking with Cruise1st, you can be sure that you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We work with all the major cruise lines to bring you the most comprehensive selection of exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and ATOL Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is always safe with us. We've been here on your TV screens for over a decade, making us the longest-running cruise channel in the UK. We make it easy to budget for your dream holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today and you then have until your due date to pay the balance. Plus, we're one of the highest-rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 7,000 independent reviews. This all means that you can be fully confident when booking your next exciting adventure with Cruise1st.
Yeah, go and check out those Trustpilot reviews as well, because genuinely they're all so glowing. I mean, really, really good. I mean, everything's there. Anything that people put there as reviews, you know, they're all there and they're all honest and they're all genuine. It's brilliant.
Yeah, we're there to take care of you for all your travel needs. So get it locked down. These deals are just irresistible. You got to book them soon though.
Absolutely. Stay right where you are. Plenty more deals on the way.
Catch you later.